Hello and welcome to Sangri's COVID Classroom. Today is Tuesday, March 31st. It's the last day of March, and that's cool. Here's what you're doing. Purpose of today: thesis review and honing. So that sounds really scary, but it's actually pretty brief. So today is basically dedicated to making sure you're like, oh, my thesis? Yeah, love it. And then after that, you have the option of moving on with your life or thinking about your sources, thinking about your body paragraphs, knowing that when you get into Wednesday, that's when you start getting into body paragraph mode. But today, briefly, it's a thesis, and what about it? Screencast this. Open your research paper, do it. Here, wow, a new, fresh, exciting link. Where does it take you, you might ask? Here we are, thesis treasure trove. So what I'm doing right now is taking everybody's thesis and putting it here. And this will help you get an understanding of how people are choosing to frame their thesis for the purpose of this essay. You have the brief approach, which is basically to say, like, your thing, the American dream, and the thing, they're together in a sentence. Or you could take the wordy approach, which is this. But when you boil it down, it does get down into the same thing. You're taking the American dream, taking your thing, and saying how your thing is the American dream. So this document will be long by the time I finish making it, and it will give you a sample of A, everyone's topic, and then B, everyone's take on how you write a thesis for a research paper that is different than what you typically do in class. It kind of follows that same essay, okay, not kind of, it literally does follow that essay structure, but a research paper has more background, more information, and more straying from what you're used to. I'm not making any sense. Let's just move on. All right. So if you're in my 9B, you do this with me, which is literally a step-by-step walkthrough of how you can structure the most simple thesis. And if you feel a little afraid of structuring your thesis, you can think about breaking it down into basically the simplest form of thesis that exists, which is your topic: education is important to have. Your reasons why: gets you a job, makes you interesting, makes you a good citizen. Your thesis: education is critical because it gives you this, it gives you that, and it gives you that. Cool, done. Looking at your classmates' examples, I don't know if anyone went for the three-pronged approach. I think where's the Disney one? They did that. So the Disney one did do the three-pronged approach, and it totally works. So much about Disney represents the American dream. Mickey Mouse, prong one. The way it captivates people, prong two. Most important prong, Walt Disney himself. Great. American dream, Disney, 3 reasons why, nice. If you want to go in a different direction, you can just say the American dream and my thing led to this thing being important, and then you can talk about how it's important. So I'm just rambling a lot. Basically, what you're doing today, let's go back to the thing. In your research paper, take a look at your thesis and decide if you think it is applicable, especially after what you did yesterday where you thought about how you would structure your actual body. Make sure that your thesis makes sense for your body paragraph, ties into the American dream, and has that argumentative tone. And that's really all I have to say. And today is pretty easy, and I believe in you. And I'm trying, and goodbye now.